it's Elena. I am coming to you with a haul video of everything that I purchased while I was on all of my trips. This includes Abu Dhabi, this includes Milan and Paris. I didn't really buy anything in South Africa. There wasn't a lot of like mall shopping time when we were there. That was much more of a sightseeing trip. And so I didn't really buy anything in South Africa. But nonetheless, I still definitely managed to pick up a lot everywhere else that I went, as seen in this pile of stuff that I have right here. And so I want to show you guys everything that I bought and kind of tell you like how I'm feeling about it, because a lot of the stuff, well, not a lot of the stuff, one of the things in particular that I bought it because I was like, I need to buy it, I need to buy it, I need to buy it. And then I bought it and I'm like, I don't even like it. It's like not my style. It's not my, like I don't like anything about it, but I bought it just to buy it. Anyways, I'll get to that though. Anyway, so let's just start. And nothing is in order, like nothing I bought in one particular place or the other. I just have so much stuff that I'm gonna show you guys, and I'll try to explain to you like how much it ended up costing me and like the price savings that I ended up getting, to see if that helps at all. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to show you guys is from Goyard. I picked this up in Paris, and I had actually gone to the Goyard at Barney's, because there's a little Goyard stop and shop at Barney's, and then I also went to the Goyard boutique in San Francisco, and I was looking for a passport holder. And I had actually looked at their much more basic so this is the passport holder that I got. It's like the burgundy color, and it has the white, and the inside it's burgundy, and then the pockets, I don't know if you can see that, it's yellow. And so I had gone to the one in New York and then the one in San Francisco, and they, for the more basic version, the version that doesn't have like the wallet aspect of it, like I think it definitely had the pockets, but it didn't have this like wallet part. It was like $789. It was like something really expensive. And when I went to Paris, they were out of that one. But they had this one, which is like, I guess, the level up, the way that the guy described it to me. Maybe I was misunderstanding. But it ended up costing me about 600 euros, which is the equivalent to like $650, $660 US dollars. And this version would have been more expensive in the US. So I'm assuming that here in the US it would have cost like $900 to $1,000. So I feel like I saved a lot of money by buying it in Europe. The only thing I wasn't able to get done there, because obviously time limitations, is I want to get it painted. So Goyard, if you guys are not familiar with Goyard, it's a beautiful leather luggage and bag type. Like they make like bags and luggage and travel accessories, all in this beautiful leather with like their beautiful kind of Goyard emblem. If you can see that. I'm sure you guys have seen people with the tote bags. The tote bags are extremely popular. Everybody and their mother has one. What they're known for is like a luggage company, the same that like Louis Vuitton was a luggage company. And so, right, so what they'll do is to personalize the pieces that you buy, they'll paint them by hand with like your initials and then with like a striping, and that costs, in addition to the item, it costs I think anywhere from like $150 to like $500. I think the price varies depending on the item, I think. And I knew that going into it, that getting this painted costs like $175. I think that's how much it costs. But it takes like 6 weeks. And so I bought it in Paris, and when I was at the store in New York, they said you can buy it and then bring it back and we'll paint it for you. You know, like if you need to use it, and then bring it back and then we can paint it afterwards. And I was like, oh, that's awesome. And so that's what I'm gonna do. And so I'm going to take it to the store and have them paint it now, because I don't have any more trips planned, because I've gone everywhere and I need to like be home. Like I need to be home for a little bit. Anyways, okay. So the next thing I want to show you guys is from Dior, and I actually got these in Abu Dhabi. Yeah, I think I got these in Abu Dhabi. And you guys probably already saw me wearing them in my Instagram post. If you don't follow me on Instagram, you should. I'll put the Instagram handles here. for you to see, and definitely follow me on either one of those accounts or both, and make sure to follow and subscribe, or no, subscribe and like this video. That's how it goes, right? Oh, I'm so bad at this. Sorry, guys. Anyways, but these are them, and I was wearing them in South Africa, and so I was wearing them in a lot of the pictures that I was posting. This is my one complaint about these sunglasses. Because they are so mirrored, they get so dirty so quick. Like, you see finger smudges on them, like, whoa. Like, I don't even touch them with my fingers, and they'll get finger smudges everywhere. Like, I don't know how that happens. But anyways, they're really cool, I feel like. They're Dior. They're, I don't know what they're called. I don't know what they're called, but they're Dior, and I'll try to find them online somewhere. I think Nordstrom's has them online, because I had been eyeing them obviously before, and so I'll try to link them below. The Goyard passport holder, Goyard does not sell online, so you would, unless you get a vintage or used one like on eBay, you won't be able to find that online. You'd have to go to like a Goyard store and like request it. I know that Barney's in New York carries Goyard. I don't know if any other retailers carry Goyard, but I mean, it's worth a try. You could probably call them too and order it if you're really interested in it. It's an amazing passport holder, and I feel like this is something that I'll use forever. It's not like one of those, it's such a classic design, it's such a classic brand that I'll use it forever and ever. Anyways, back to the sunglasses, because that's where we're at. So yeah, so they're really cool, and I'm wearing makeup right now, and so you can see it's like on the inside, like you see all of my makeup, like they get so dirty so fast. That's my only complaint about these, but I don't care. They're a bitch to maintain, but I wear shoes that I can't walk in, and I survive doing that just fine. Okay, so that was that. Then from Hermes, I got lots of things at Hermes, because I'm really trying to get the Kelly bag. Don't get me started on that whole process. Like, Garrett has been really sweet about it, and like we're going through a lot of changes right now, and I'll update you guys about it in a second when I talk about the bags, because I'll talk about it later. Let's just focus on this now. So this is a bracelet that I got. It's just a bangle from Hermes. I think it ended up costing me like 300 and something euros. It's just, you see that? I don't know if you guys. It's just beautiful. All of the jewelry that I'm actually not wearing any of my jewelry. I have it in this little basket, but like all of the jewelry that I wear is silver. I don't know, because I'm so pale, I feel like gold just looks bad on me. Maybe I'm mistaken. But I'm putting all my rings on right now, and you'll see with my bracelet. Cute, right? Yeah, I think so too. Anyways, okay. So there's that. That's my thing. Then also from Hermes I got, and this is actually a gift for somebody, so I'm not sure if I should post that. I don't know if she watches my videos, but she's one of my friends, and she's preggers with a little boy, a little bambino, and when I was at Hermes, I saw these, and I thought, you know, growing up, my mom, she saved my shoes, my baby shoes, and turned them into ornaments. And so growing up, I had my first tap shoes, my first sandal, my first shoe with a little heel, like, and so even though I wasn't able to wear those shoes for a very long time, because obviously you grow, as a baby, you grow out of shit like that, but even though that was the case, they were still such a part of my growing up. Like, I remember seeing all these little shoes as part of my life, and so I was like, I think once every few pairs of baby shoes you should invest in. And so I thought, what a perfect way, and who better to start a baby shoe collection than this lady. And so I decided to splurge a little bit, and in Paris these were substantially cheaper than they are here in the US, and so they're little baby, and they have the little silver wings. Isn't that cute? So I had actually bought these before we knew she was having a boy, and so they actually have more gender specific shoes in the sense that they're pink or blue or like ballet slippers or loafers, but I mean really if you have a baby, you can dress them however you want. It doesn't, like, if you want to put your boy in pink and if you want to put your girl in blue, do it. Like, I hate that. And especially shopping for my friend's baby now, it's like, I hate that it has to be a boy or a girl. It's like, you know what? There's cute stuff that runs the gamut. And if you have a kid, you should not, like, you should not be limited by what, you know, what society's idea of, I can get on my platform, but that's not what this video is about. So I'm not going to. But anyways, and it comes in a little like dust bag for the baby shoes, and I thought that was really cute. And so yeah, so I picked those up, and her baby shower is actually not for a few more months, but that's what I'm gonna give her for her baby shower. I actually already bought the baby 2 pairs of shoes. I bought him a pair of Converse and a pair of Vans. And then when I was in Milan, they had the cutest baby Gucci shoes, the cutest. But again, I didn't know if she was having a boy or a girl, and I knew that she wasn't gonna put like her, like, I'm not gonna impose my beliefs on how she wants to dress her children. And so I couldn't get anything because I knew that if I got a blue, you know, little suede sandal, that, you know what I mean? Like, I figured. Anyways, point of the story is, like, let's move on. That was a nice little gift that I got for a baby. There you go. So then I have these Miu Miu sunglasses. You guys probably saw me wearing these as well in my haul video. Not my haul video, in my vlog I was wearing them, and then I wore them in a bunch of photos too while I was on vacation. And so these are them. They're a super popular style. I think a lot of people have them. They have the gold hardware. They have the black, you know, super black. It's just a really, really great shape. Yeah, right? Cute. Okay, so those ended up costing me, I think they were like $300. Yeah, I think they were like $300. But I'll try to find links to everything that I can online. I know that the Hermes stuff that I got, some of it is available online, so you shouldn't have a problem finding them if you're interested. And these I think are available online. The reason that I bought so much when I was on this trip is because the euro is doing kind of bad right now, and so the euro to the US dollar, and then European brands are a lot less expensive in Europe, and so already they're priced lower, and then you get the duty free, which is 12% in, I think it was 12% in Milan, I think it's 9% or 10% in Paris. I forget that, those percentages might be totally off. And so you get all of that back, so it ends up working out as a pretty good deal for you. You end up getting, like, you know, at least a couple $100s off of a lot of things that you would never get on sale here. So okay, so next, Valentino, I got these shoes, and I already have the high heel versions of these in black. In fact, I'll show them to you. These are, and I've had these forever, so please excuse how filthy they are because I wear them all the time. These are my Valentino cage ones. They're the ones that have Swarovski crystals all over them, so you can see them. Hopefully they're like sparkling on the camera there. Yeah. So I've had these forever. I wear them all the time. They're like my, if I need a black shoe but I don't want it to be kind of a muted black shoe, I'll throw these on. I have this J. Crew navy blue like tuxedo set. It's like a crop trouser that falls just above the ankle, and then the matching blazer with a tuxedo collar, and it's a navy blue, the collar's black, and then I'll throw these on. And for work events, I think that was like my uniform. I think I wore that all the time. But yeah, and they're actually not as uncomfortable as you would think. The only thing that I've been issuing with is making sure that the crystals don't fall off. So that's been my issue. Anyways, but those are old, and that's not part of my haul. What is part of my haul is this new edition that I'm introducing to the family. And they're the red cage flats. And they have the red studs, they're patent leather red, and they're flat. And so now that I'm not working and I have nowhere to go and nobody invites me anywhere, you learn who your friends are. No, I'm kidding. But because I have nowhere to go and nothing to do, I'm realizing that all my high heels are really a waste. Like I haven't worn, like I keep on buying all these high heels and literally I have never worn them. Never. Ever. And I'm realizing now, when I try to wear them, I'm so not used to walking in heels that I'm like losing my bearings. So I need to get my life together. But yeah, but now I have these, and I feel these are much more practical for my life now. And I love a great red shoe. I am a red shoe-aholic. I have so many pair of all red shoes. In fact, I'm looking. I have a pair of Louboutin booties. I have a pair of Celine pumps. I have a pair of red Vans sneakers. I'm just looking at them on the floor right here. And it's like, that's just in front of me. And I have thousands of pairs of shoes because I have a problem. I will never own property because I have shoes. Like, you remember in Sex and the City when Carrie was going to be the little old lady who lived in her shoes? Bitch got nothing on me. Like, I will definitely be the little old lady who lived in her shoes. And that makes me so sad because I don't wear half of my shoes. I don't wear 89% of my shoes. I wear 11% of my shoes. But yeah, so flats are much more practical for me now, and that's why I got these. But continuing on the flats are much more practical for me now, then I went to Prada. And I got these platforms that are obviously super practical for my life now. I just dropped one of the inserts. They're black suede platforms with a kind of really chunky heel and a really great platform. And the reason that I got these is because I actually have the closed-toed version of these, and I love them. They're so comfortable to walk in. I mean, they're not identical, but they're very similar, and they're Prada, and they have like a closed-toed. And I got those years ago, and I wore them to death. I had to like have them resoled. I had to have the suede redone. I like definitely got my fair share out of them, and I still do, or I still did, up until the point that I stopped wearing heels. And so when I saw these, and they were so inexpensive, and they kept on selling out here in the US, and then they had them at the Prada store, the first ever Prada store in the world, and this was in Italy, in Milan, and they were like $300 cheaper than they were at Saks. And so I was like, I'm gonna get them, and so I got them. And they're not practical for my life right now, but maybe if Garrett just like took me out on a date once in a while, Garrett, I could wear them. I don't know. They're so cute. They're so cute. They smell so good. Okay, I need to stop. I need to stop, but I won't stop. And that's the problem, ladies and gentlemen. That's the problem. Okay. Another pair of shoes. I have a problem. Like, I have so many shoes. Oh my God. Anyways, okay. Are these Rebecca Minkoff loafers? So these are flat, so that's great. They have a little bit of a pointy toe. They have some silver hardware. They have the little, like, I don't know what this is called, but I love it. And then it has like the little bow, and they're just like a really sturdy, masculine loafer. They do have a little bit of a heel, nothing dramatic, nothing that you can't walk in. And they're a very heavy shoe. So this is a like you hear that? That is a solid ass shoe for being a flat. And so I just thought these were really cute because again, you could wear them with like an ankle like a cropped ankle trouser, and you know, just like a blouse or something, and just kind of gives the look a little bit of a rock and roll finish. So there's with that, and these were $50. Yeah, super good deal. Okay. All right. So, continuing on the track of shoes, I got these at Dior in Paris, and I had actually seen the yellow versions of these in Abu Dhabi, and I stopped myself from getting them because it was like, no, I'll just get them when I get to the US, and you know, like, they weren't that much cheaper than they were than I thought they would be in the US. Like Abu Dhabi, the prices weren't that cheap. The only benefit was that it's a tax-free. You get the duties back, and so that's a benefit to shopping there. But knowing that I was going to Europe, to Paris and Milan, I was like, you know what, it's a better deal for me to just get these things in Paris, at least with the European brands. Okay, but so I saw them in yellow, and then I got to the US, and of course I couldn't find them anywhere. I googled and I searched and I googled and I searched and I googled and I searched, and nothing. I couldn't find the yellow versions. And so then we go to the Dior boutique on Avenue Montaigne, which is like my favorite store. Like they know my name. So you know about my history. When I started in the fashion industry, I started by working at Barney's as like an entry-level ass assistant. Like I was like the runt, and I worked there for a few years, and then I got hired at Dior, and I worked at Dior for a while, and I got to travel to Paris, and I got to go to the haute couture salons, and I would go to the boutique on Avenue Montaigne all the time, and I basically learned to love that brand and the heritage of that brand. And even after I left for working at Dior, till this day, Dior to me is like, I love Chanel. I do love Chanel. I love their bags, but to me, like, a lady dresses in Dior. Like, not that I'm dressing in Dior because I have no money, because I spend it all on these amazing shoes. So here they are. My Cinderella shoe. And so I was so glad that I didn't get the yellow version, because at the Paris boutique they had the pink version. And look, tell me that's not amazing. And it's such a beautiful, soft, like satiny pink. The heel is not that bad. Not that bad, guys. It's like nothing. And I got them in a 38. They are just so pretty. I love them so much. Oh my god. Like, I also want to wear these, and I want to use them as decoration. Wouldn't that be great? Okay, I'm sorry. I like go crazy. I like love shoes so much. Okay. There. So those were that. Then, so something that was a little bit less expensive is this Cause shirt. So Cause, we actually just are just opening one in New York, a Cause boutique. But in Milan, there was a Cause boutique, so we were like, let's just go check it out. Cause is a kind of a step up. It's owned by H&M, like the H&M conglomerate, and it's Cause, C-O-S. And European people have these stores everywhere. In the US, they're not available everywhere. But I do think that they sell online in the US. But I was there and we were checking it out, and so I ended up getting this shirt, and I got it like 3 sizes too big. Yeah, I got it in a US size 12. I'm a US size 8. But they didn't have any, they didn't have anything smaller than a 12, and I really liked it, and I figured I want to get it tailored to like fit perfectly anyway, so might as well just do that. And it was 69 euros. And so it's a very sturdy kind of cloth material, and you see it's very cropped in the front, and then the back has like a long kind of tuxedo. And it's just very cute on, and it was big, but I mean, it's covered in lint right now, sorry. It's big, but it's just a simple black thing, and once I get it altered, because it has really great lines, like really great pleating lines, so once I get it altered, I think it'll fit so good, and so I'm looking forward to doing that. Then, and I've already used this because I bought so much stuff I needed to put it in somewhere, I bought this Louis Vuitton duffel. Here's the lock that comes with it. I'm trying to see, oh yeah, and then I had it personalized they do it on site at that Louis Vuitton store. And so I got it personalized in pink with my initials. Can you guys see that? Let's see if I can like. Can you guys see the fact that it says EG? Anyways, okay, so it's just the 55 centimeter duffel. In the US, I think that this bag retails for about $2,000, and I'll make sure to link it below, like I said, with everything else that I can find. It retails for about $2,000, and I got it for 1,200 euros, and then I'm getting the tax back on that. So I'll link it below to make sure that I have the exact price, but I just thought that was a really good deal. The thing is though, is that this bag is not leather, it's coated canvas, so this part of the bag is coated canvas. The straps and the details are leather, and then they have the gold hardware. The reason I wanted to get it though is because, you know, you go on these weekend trips, you go to the Hamptons, you do, you know, like you go to Fire Island or whatever, and you want a really great weekender bag, and I have always had like really cheap ones or like giant suitcases. Like I never really had a good bag to like throw my shit in for like just a weekend. And so then they had this version, and I had been eyeing it here in the US because I really wanted it, and so then it was so inexpensive to get it in Europe. I was like, fuck it, let's do it. And I needed somewhere to put my shit in. So there you go. And this is the box that it came in. But yeah, I'm actually, again, this is one of those pieces that I feel like my Goyard Passport Holder, like that, yeah, they're expensive and maybe too expensive, but I know that I'm going to keep them forever and I'm going to cherish them, and they're going to like age with me, and you know, they're going to be heirlooms in my repertoire of clothes and shit. That I'm okay with investing a little bit more on them. Okay, so before I show you this from Hermes, I want to show you something I got from Marni. So like, this is not even everything that I got, but the problem is, and I'll explain this in a second, is that I have shit everywhere and it's a mess. Everything's a mess. It's a mess. So when I was in Milan, they had a Marni outlet, and it was like, I just couldn't believe it. Everything was so inexpensive. Everything was, the staff there was so nice and accommodating and helpful. And so one of the things that I picked up was this fanny pack. Isn't this cute? So it's Marni. It's the softest, most amazing, smells so good. Yes, I just sniffed the bag. Softest, most beautiful, kind of like olivey brown little fanny pack. It has gold hardware, and then the belt part of it is this deep green, forest green, again with the gold hardware, and a black leather Velcro closure here. And it just fits around your waist like so. Can you guys see that? And I was gonna wear it in South Africa when we were on safari, but I never did, because we didn't go on safari, because we just spent all our time at the beach, like relaxing and drinking and eating seafood. It was phenomenal. But yeah, but I ended up getting this for 197 euros and 50 cents, which is the equivalent to about like $220, and then I get the 12% duty back or whatever. And this is for like a Marni knapsack. Like, I just couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe how inexpensive it was. Yeah. So there's that. Okay, so now let's talk about Hermes. As I mentioned below, or before, not below, as I mentioned before, I want a Kelly bag so bad. And I've had opportunities to buy a Kelly bag, but it's never been the one that I want. And if I'm going to spend so much money on a bag, I am very particular about the size and the color and the hardware that comes with it. And I feel like maybe a lot of other people, because they're just so desperate to have the bag and to be introduced to the brand, are like, oh, you know, they'll like sacrifice those details, and I'm just not willing to. And so I've been establishing more and more of a client history with Hermes in order for them maybe to be a little bit more sympathetic and accommodating to the things that I need. And so part of that included me buying this bag that I bought. I don't like this bag. Like, it's not my style. I don't like the fact that it has like a giant H on it. It's just not my favorite. It's just not my favorite. And so I'll show it to you guys. It is the Eveline 3, I think is what it's called, in a size large. It's the classic Hermes orange, you know. It's a beautiful orange. I love the color orange. It is too big for my liking. I think this bag is huge, especially for a crossbody bag. And when you wear it on your body, it's like the size of like a tote bag, but it's a crossbody, and it's just too big. I got it in Paris at the Hermes boutique on Saint Honoré or whatever, and it really is a beautiful bag. Garrett says I should just keep it and like enjoy it, because it is a beautiful bag, and it's like a great kind of pebbled leather or whatever. But I don't know. I'm just not in love with it. And Garrett's actually been really sympathetic about my Kelly bag needs, because, so here's a life update. We are moving across the country from New York to San Francisco because of Garrett and an opportunity that he has and what he wants. And we have been planning this move for the last year with different, you know, because I don't want to leave New York. I don't want to leave New York. And it's definitely been something that Garrett and I have been dealing with in our relationship, because I really don't want to leave New York. New York is home to me, and moving across the country is a really big deal. But he's been really trying to be really understanding of it and patient with me. And so one of the compromises that he's made is that he's gonna pay for me to get this Kelly bag. Like that's gonna be the gift that he gives me as like my whatever. I'm saying it now, I'm like, I don't know if the Kelly bag is worth it. But you pick people over places, right? Like you pick people over places. And so I'm picking Garrett and my Kelly bag. The point of me telling you all of that is because of the Hermes bag situation. And so we bought a house in San Francisco. It's a condo and it's tiny, and I mean, not any tinier than any apartment we've ever had in New York, but it's tiny, but we're doing renovations right now, and so it's not ready. And as I transition into San Francisco, the apartment, it's like a mess. Our living situation is a mess right now. So like we've been living out of suitcases and out of boxes and going back and forth, and the apartment that we have in San Francisco, we thought that we would be done with the renovations, and so the lease ends at the end of this month, but the renovations are still nowhere to be done because of course there are delays, because of course there are permit issues, because of course, and we have nowhere to live. Literally, we went to the property manager for the building that we have currently in San Francisco, and they were like, we've already rented out your apartment. You basically have no choice, get the fuck out. Like, and all of our stuff is in boxes, like everything is everywhere, like stuff is in New York, stuff is in here, like we're just like, we don't know where to go. And our apartment, we can't live in our apartment right now, the one that we bought, because there's nowhere else. Garrett owns a house in Southern California, but there are tenants in there, so we can't go there. We literally have no home. We have nowhere to live. I am a grown-up. Like, I'm supposed to have a house, and like I said, I am literally the old lady who lives in her shoes. I have nowhere to live. Oh, God. Basically my life right there in a nutshell. So I have nowhere to live, and a lot of shoes. There you go. And then a Hermes bag I don't like. Like, shut up, Elena. You are such a brat. Not the point of the story. The point of the story is that I'll try to show you guys, once I get over there, I'll try to show you guys, I'll try to do like a vlog of the apartment that we have and show you guys the renovation work. Right now there's literally no walls and no floors, and it's a mess, but in a few weeks I think it'll be much closer to being done. The issue that we're having right now is just with the permits and the inspections, because the city, you have to schedule all the inspections like a certain number of days apart from one another, and it's just a mess because it's taking forever to do that. And thanks for watching my haul video. I love you guys so much. Thanks for being my friends. Yeah, that's basically it. That's basically it. Make sure to like and subscribe and follow me on Instagram. I'll put the handles again here. And yeah, thanks so much, guys. Bye.